In this video, we look at one of the most effective and destructive manipulation tactics narcissists use, called whataboutism. In an abusive relationship, whataboutism is a term used to describe a strategy in which the abuser avoids answering a question, accusation, or critique by redirecting the conversation and focus back onto you. They do this by pointing out a flaw, mistake, or action of yours, and then compares it to their flaw, mistake, or action, thereby creating a false equality that they then use as a reason for why you are just as abusive as them, and thus you are being unfair for trying to hold them accountable or calling out their behavior when they did the same as you. They can then also claim that the impact of your actions on them is worse than the impact of their actions on you. This leaves you having to defend your actions as well as having to argue that your actions are not the same as theirs and that the impact is not the same as theirs. Whataboutism is a powerful and destructive manipulation tactic because it combines elements of gaslighting, projection, and blame shifting. The narcissist gaslights you and devalues your experiences by claiming that the major action of theirs is the same as your minor action and that they suffered more than you. They also project their actions onto you by claiming you are just as guilty as them for doing a similar action, even though the two actions may not be similar. They then shift blame to you as well as confuse you by claiming that you are unfair in trying to hold them accountable as they did not do so with you, as well as possibly claiming that their action is punishment for or as a result of your action. For instance, you say to the narcissist, "I can't believe you cheated on me. That was a huge betrayal of trust." To which the narcissist responds with, "What about the time you were late for our date last month? That shows a lack of respect for me too." The narcissist is effectively saying that you being late for a date is the same as them cheating on you, as well as that the pain you caused them in being late is the same as the pain they caused you for cheating on you. Or another example, you say to the narcissist, "I can't stand the way you constantly belittle me and make me feel small. It's emotionally abusive." To which the narcissist may respond with, "What about the time you raised your voice at me in front of our friends? That was just as hurtful and damaging to me." The narcissist is claiming that the one time you raised your voice to them is the same as all the abuse you suffered, and that the pain you caused them by raising your voice to them is the same as the pain they caused you with all their abuse. The message is, "You're just as abusive as me, so how dare you call me out?" Because their argument or claim is solely based on their perception or belief of injury and equality of two actions, your logic and facts are irrelevant because they create the rules and way of measuring. If you try to claim that they cannot be hurt as much as you, the narcissist just turns around and claims that you cannot know or measure their pain, or they claim the same of you and say that you cannot possibly be as hurt as you make out to be over their actions. It creates a power dynamic where they can use any of your mistakes or actions and claim that it is the same as any of their actions you call out. And if you try to hold them accountable for their actions, they will do the same to you. It is basically then a double bind, for either you let them get away with their action, or by holding them accountable, you give them an excuse to abuse you. Whataboutism frequently leaves victims feeling confused, questioning their own reality, and without a solid response. It is very effective at shutting you down, or starting an argument which allows a narcissist to change the conversation, abuse you, or get a reason to punish you. It will cause you to feel frustrated, confused, and unable to hold the narcissist accountable for their behavior. This can lead to feelings of hopelessness, self-doubt, and a sense that you are not being heard or valued in the relationship. It may also cause guilt and shame in you, and a possible belief that you are worse than the narcissist, or you are the cause of the problems in the relationship, which can make you feel guilty for the narcissist's actions and as if you need to change to get them to stop abusing you. It can also make you feel as if you are walking on eggshells by you constantly second-guessing your own actions and words for fear of being met with an Aboutism response from a narcissist. This can erode your self-esteem and self-worth. It will also create a power imbalance in the relationship, where the narcissist can do as they please without any consequences from you. Yet, they will criticize you for the slightest mistake and then punish you for it. This can make it difficult for you to see the abuse for what it is or leave a relationship. Dealing with whataboutism in a relationship can be very difficult. To start, it is important to establish boundaries and communicate that you will not accept whataboutism. However, simply setting boundaries is not enough. You need to consistently enforce them with consequences, as a persistent narcissist will see inconsistent enforcement as a sign to keep pushing until you give in. Unfortunately, setting and enforcing boundaries with a violent abuser is often not safe. To minimize the impact on yourself, it is crucial to understand that the narcissist may never take responsibility for their actions or change their behavior. Focus on taking care of yourself, seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist, and engaging in activities that bring you joy. When the narcissist uses whataboutism, it is important to stay focused on the issue at hand and not get sidetracked. Try not to allow the narcissist to deflect responsibility by calmly bringing the focus back to their behavior without defending your own actions. Keeping a record of a whataboutism incidents can help you identify patterns and provide evidence if you need support or help. If you're feeling overwhelmed, seek professional support and help from trusted family and friends. In some cases, the best option to protect your well-being and escape abuse may be to leave a relationship, even if it takes years of planning and preparation. Learn more about narcissism by watching the video suggested to you right now.